Game 13 of the 1886 World Championship, New Orleans. Zukertort has the white pieces, and he's under pressure. Steinitz is leading the match. This is do-or-die time for Zukertort. Both players start with the Queen's Gambit declined. Herwitz's attack. Steinitz stays true to his style, solid, classical defense. Once again, Zukertort ends up with an isolated pawn on d4. A weakness Steinitz knows how to exploit perfectly. Zukertort tries to activate his pieces, bishop, knight, rook, but he's not really improving his position. Steinitz calmly expands on the queen side and builds space. At this stage, Steinitz seems to have the clearer plan and the better coordination. Zukertort starts to drift. He moves the same pieces again, losing time for no reason. Steinitz strikes immediately with knight a5 and knight c4, tightening the noose. The white center begins to look shaky. Momentum is shifting towards Steinitz. Around move 18, both players are walking on a tightrope. Zukertort's pieces look active, but his structure is fragile. One mistake and the whole position could collapse. Steinitz senses that, and he starts circling the d4 pawn like a predator. Every move he plays increases the pressure. The knight jumps, the rooks align, the queen hovers near the center. But Zukertort doesn't panic. C calmly places his pieces, waiting for the perfect moment to counterattack. K knows if he can just survive this wave, the board will open and his pieces will come alive. It's a beautiful moment of chess tension. Silence before the chaos that's about to erupt. Here comes the action. Zukertort brings his queen to h3 and starts looking at the black king. Steinitz counterattacks on the queen side. Both flanks are now on fire. It's an open battlefield. Both sides have real chances. And suddenly, everything explodes on the board. Pieces start flying everywhere. Pawns fall, knights jump, rooks trade. It's total chaos. Zukertort doesn't care about material anymore. He's playing for activity, for initiative. He sacrifices structure just to keep his pieces alive and dangerous. Steinitz, the master of control, is now the one force to react. Every move is a test, one wrong step, and the position collapses. By move 33, the tension is unbearable. No one knows who's better. It's a storm of tactics, and only the calmest mind will survive. Steinitz thinks he's winning material, but it's a trap. Zukertort plays with surgical precision and turns the tables. Suddenly, it's Steinitz who's under pressure, a total psychological reversal. Steinitz makes the worst possible decision. He trades rooks. He wanted to simplify, but instead he loses control of the dark squares. Zukertort wins the exchange and completely seizes the initiative. From here on, it's all about technique. Zukertort reorganizes perfectly, activates his pieces, pushes his pawns, and keeps everything protected. Steinitz is cramped and passive. The white army starts rolling forward with unstoppable precision. The b pawn becomes a monster. Zukertort uses it to lure the black king away from the center. Once the king moves, Zukertort shifts his forces to the king side, pure endgame mastery. Zukertort activates his king, creates the connected passed pawns, and squeezes Steinitz completely. Even the legendary defensive skills of Steinitz can't save this. This is endgame technique at its finest. And here it comes, rook takes e7. A clean, elegant finish. Steinitz resigns. There's no stopping the white pawn anymore, a flawless victory by Zukertort. Zukertort strikes back beautifully. After a chaotic middle game, he plays a model endgame and proves he's still a world-class fighter. One of his most impressive wins of the match, full of patience, precision, and heart.